The time right now is for comedy.
Woo!
So I said, what? They said, no way. They're not used to you being mainstream, man. We're bringing him into prime time. Yeah, the laughter ensues already. I said, this is going to be funny. Because he's going to... Yeah, he's doing a primetime set, that's right. So, he's received 14 cease and desist letters from camping outside of Jerry Seinfeld's house. I'm not really sure why he does that, because he and Jerry, I thought, got along pretty well, but I don't know what happened there, so you'll have to ask him. Please, make some noise for my new stepdad, Andrew Maeda! Oh no, that's Arsenio Hall. My bad. That's a whole different thing. Anyway. Look, man, they were scared. They were like, he's going on prime time. How's this gonna go? Well, you're about to find out. Hey, this is a Christian Minecraft server. A Christian Minecraft server. I don't want it. Keep it right, my friend.
The first time I heard spectacles, testicles while I'm watching, I'm like, wait a minute, I wear my watch on my right arm.
Hey, can we talk about something for a second?
Absolutely.
The joke about the Christian Minecraft server, the Catholic Church actually runs a Minecraft server.
I thought that was a joke.
No, it's real. The Catholic Church owns a Minecraft server, and it's exactly what you think.
Do you really think I know anything about the Catholic Church?
Or
Minecraft? The horrible things that they've done?
Sure.
I walk past the church, they just come out, you're going to hell! I'm like, I know. I have a seat reserved. It's called the throne. At least one person laughed, thank you. Oh, we didn't do the check, so I guess I'm on. All right, well, I'm going to do another family-friendly set tonight. All because of this young lady right here, by the way, absolutely amazing. I walked in and I had the same reaction when I heard her sing, because she was so phenomenal. I had the same reaction when I found out how tall Bruce Dickinson isn't. Because he's 5'6", 5'7", and then big things come in little packages. So, I do, obviously, like everyone, I shop, and I hate the question when you pay with a credit card, it comes up, is the amount good enough? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, why do they ask that question? It's not like I say, can we make it cheaper? Because they're not going to. I'm like, no, it's not good enough. I don't want to pay that much for potato chips and a Monster. You know where they don't ask you that question? Gas stations. Because they don't want to hear it. You ever been on your cell phone and start looking for your cell phone while you're talking to someone? You're just like, I know, it's on my phone. Hold on, I'm gonna go kill myself because I just realized how stupid I am because I'm looking for the thing I'm talking to you on. So we were at a show this weekend, and oh no, I'll tell this one first. So it's really cute when a little kid tells you your beard is like Santa Claus. It's not cute when they say you're as big as Santa Claus. You ever wait till the little kid just turns around and just do this to the back of their head? I'm so sorry. All right, now we're gonna do a kid's joke. And actually, this is one of my favorite jokes. There's two muffins, and they're in an oven. One turns to the other, goes, is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? The other one goes, holy crap, a talking muffin! I love that. It's like a wave of laughter just folds over there. It's like, wait a minute, oh, that is funny. It's clean too. Who are you? So we were talking to an EMT this weekend, and my aunt, who unfortunately is no longer with us, but unlike most people, she lived a phenomenal life, and she was a cardiac care nurse. So she gave back to the community and saved a lot of lives. And there's two stories about her, actually three that I will tell. One is about a biker who had an accident, fell off his bike, and he went into cardiac arrest. And while they were taking care of him, they had to cut all his clothes off. And we know where you like this, so I feel so much more comfortable telling this story now. So The guy has an eagle tattoo right across here. And then the talons coming around holding his testicles. She's right outside the door. She didn't hear me. I have a loud voice. So when they cut all his clothes off and they realize this, she just stops. Oh my God. Nancy, get in here. And while he was, and obviously they put a gown on him, but all the nurses in the cardiac unit were coming in and just like, because they didn't believe them. Oh my, yeah, so watch yourselves. If you have any tattoos in this area and you're in a coma, they're gonna look. Women can be perverts too, it's not just men. I've had women challenge me to a contest to see who's more perverted. I am undefeated. This one, they were on a road trip with my mother and father and my aunt, and I don't think I was born yet. What? Actually, I have two. I'm adopted. I just haven't met the birth mother yet. I popped out and she goes, get rid of them. And you know something? I saw a news report the other day, and I don't know, because I won't be political, but this kind of pissed me off. Apparently, if you adopt, you're a fake parent, so whatever politician or idiot said that, because I couldn't have asked for two better parents. But they were on a road trip, and my aunt tells my father to pull over because there's this guy leaning on his car on the side of the road holding his chest. Instant sign, cardiac arrest. So she walks up to him and she's like, sir, are you okay? He goes, my chest is very tight. He's given all the signs. She goes, I want you to sit down. She pulls out a nitroglycerin tablet because who doesn't have that in their back pocket? And she's taking his signs. She has her stethoscope. She traveled with all her crap all the time. And while she's taking care of him, another car pulls up. And a guy gets out, who's a cardiac care doctor. The gods did not want this man to die. I mean, I couldn't, I'm creative, I couldn't write a story that good. Now, my aunt was the older sister, my mom was the younger sister, obviously, and she would pick on my mother. So my aunt had to jump in our pool to save my little cousin one year because she slipped and went under the water. My aunt, she was a large woman, jumped into 3 feet of water, sprained her ankle, but saved my cousin. My cousin was in no danger. But so now, my parents like to go to this place called Flemington in New Jersey. It's a place where they have clothes, pottery, antiques, furniture for you, all this really cool stuff. Like an expanded town of, you know, Marty's wonderful store. And they had to put her in a wheelchair. I'm 13 years old, and they let me bring my legendary friend Noah. I say that like you guys know him. One day I'll tell you stories about him. This is one of them. They let us push my aunt around all day in the wheelchair. You ever see those cartoons where the eyes are about to pop out of the cartoon's head? Yeah, my mom kept saying, she's like, I kept waiting for her to catch air. She's like, you guys really let me down. We weren't really trying, but we were doing that. We'd push her and start letting her go and start walking next to her. Like, how you doing? You doing? She's like, get behind me. That was horrible. So we do make the fangs, but I also make horror teddy bears and everything. And I'll go to Goodwill's and like stores that sell stuffed animals, and I walk up, and I'm really glad that kid left. I walk up and I get one of two looks. Either, someone's a romantic, or they think I'm like, you have a kid, I'm like, and I always say something like, yeah, you know, she loves teddy bears. Or I get that look like, you're a pedophile. I'm like, no. Sometimes they say, so what are all these? I'm like, they're from my parents' church. They do a thing with the bears. Sometimes, but then I broke down. I'm like, I turn them into horrific things. And I start showing the pictures on my phone, and they go silent and ring me up and send me on my way. There's been a couple times where they were so nervous they didn't charge me some of the bears. Like, we gotta get this guy out of here. I don't want to end up like this. So, but being a horror fan, I started with the classics. And since I make the fangs, a lot of people would assume my favorite is Dracula. And I love Bela Lugosi, I love Dracula. He's not my favorite. If I had to pick a favorite vampire from that era, I like Nosferatu. But my favorite is Frankenstein. Because I can relate to the monster more than I can relate to Dracula. A guy who's got 3 wives, a castle, he's a count, he's got a servant, and he's rich. I can't relate to that. Can I relate to the waking up in the morning? grab a girl's hand, she goes, walk into a place, everyone grabs their pitchforks and torches, kill the monster! I'm like, I'll leave. So this past weekend, again, kid left. We were at a show in Miami called Exotica, an adult content convention. Not something I normally do. They reached out to me in 2014. They're like, we're looking for different types of vendors. When I walked in, I knew what they meant. I'm like, So I'm like, okay. So we set up and we do really well, and it's really well organized, and it's like, you don't have to be a fan of adult content. It's just a 3-day party. It's phenomenal. I get to party and make money. Could ask for anything more, right? But there's a thing called My Free Cams, and it's basically like social media for adults who do, you get the picture. And I'm walking back from the front because I had to go to the front to give something to someone, and I'm walking back and I notice one of the girls is doing her thing, and her laptop's facing this way. And I did the thing because I realized I'm live right now, and I did the thing like when when someone's taking a picture and I photobomb, I just walk by and then it dawned on me, what if one of my friends is watching this live stream right now? It's like, oh my God, is that on? I'm like, then the booth next to us, and there's an inside joke about this, but I'm not going to tell you now, called Strip Chat, which is literally Facebook, but for people who do. So I'm sitting filling orders. They take their clothes off. They do pornographic stuff. I mean,
do the thing again.
So this one girl, I'm making the fangs, and I look up, and I've got a badonkadonk right here, and I'm like, and it's going up and down, and then she just walks away, and I'm like, okay. And then I notice her phone's still there, and it's facing me, and I'm like, I'm live on Strip Chat, so what do I do? It's the first time I did something live and I didn't go, hi Mom! That's weird. And this will be my closer. So since I make the horror teddy bears and everything, before I was fully self-employed, I used to work at a warehouse. I drove a forklift, I dropped pallets and broke stuff. It was fun. And I would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and drive 37 miles to a warehouse that I worked in upstate New York that would take 45 minutes to an hour because of the goddamn traffic on the Tappan Zee Bridge. Yep. Yeah, you know the agony. So I would work 8 hours, come home, fill orders, make the bears. So there's this thing called Perma Blood. It's used in professional haunted houses and in movies. And if you get it on your hands, if you don't have a Brillo pad, it's not coming off. It's going to stain your skin for at least 2 or 3 days. So I got it all over my hands the night before. I just washed up. I went to bed. I woke up. I continued working, spilled more on my hand. And it was one of those days, because I only got 4 hours of sleep the night before. So I'm like, I need coffee, or I'm not going to make it through the day. I might kill someone. So I pull in. I make my coffee, and I walk up. And as I'm going to pay the guy, I go, ah! And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, don't worry, man, it's not my blood. He's, ah! I'm like, no, it's fake, I swear to God. He called the police, I ran. so yeah, that was always a fun thing. And you're walking around all day with blood, and they're like, do you shower? I'm like, yes, the rest of me is clean. This doesn't come off. I mean, you go to a Guar concert, my hair is red for 2 weeks. It's the cheapest way and the most enjoyable way to get rid of gray hair, because they spray the audience with blood. Guys, my real name is Andrew. My professional name is Horror Chef Jack. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mavric. Oh yeah, I forgot to answer. Why do I camp out on Jerry Seinfeld's lawn? Yeah. Because it annoys him. Oh! Yeah, it annoys him. All right. Imagine that. Like, what's up with that?